Man, we've waited for so long. Even the audience has turned to ghosts. Man, this place is the pits. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode, we finally arrived in Prison Island, even more, and faced through Dixon's beasts, and being Dunban, we showed who the true beast is. I can say Dunban's a beast and a half. But anyway though, we need to adjust something really quickly, and that is in the last episode we skipped over something very important, and we heavily apologise for that. We noticed during editing, and yes, Angry Monkeys is probably what some of the viewers were, and we heavily apologise. But if we do that, you need to get this if you want to go back. We'll wait for it to appear. Eventually. There we are. Kitchen door key. We mentioned last episode, if you went down those waterfalls, you had no way to get back up and had to go the long way around. As long as you have this key, you sort of have to go the long way around, but just not as long of a way around. So we'll be right back, and we'll show you what we do with this key, and picking up the thing in which we left behind.
I do like how this place is forgiving with its collectibles placement.
It's a final game or final area. Spoiler alert. Do you honestly think they're gonna waste your time fanning about looking for collectibles? I didn't think so. Finally, the kitchen door shoves Charlotte aside. Unfortunately, yes, it does mean that the unique monsters come back should you wish to fast travel, and definitely just for all as it turns to daytime. And hell raspberries, which Charlotte absolutely loves. But now if we go back to the elevator, we'll pick up what we left. Yes, last episode we missed the chest on the right. Let's rectify that and see what we get. Darius, Ether Frame 5, Grace Top, and Master Glasses. All for Ether, and we'll happily take that. Just when Dixon thought his treasure was safe, guess what? We took his exclusive frames, which were made for Fiora. Nice to know Dixon had things custom made for us, and I guess also we took his glasses. Dixon's getting old, you see, so let's cut him some slack.
Fiora's back to her default style again.
Yep. Decked out in pure white. It's almost like we're going against a divine figure or something. But anyway, though, here we are. Again, last episode. Jump over, get another collectible, then let's head on upwards. Again, close to the street's time, and now we've reached the Great Canyon, and we were safe beforehand from the Lysats on the lower levels. Not anymore. They are in a direct contact with you. And so things are going to get a little bit more fighty up here.
Yeah.
But if you really want to say the scope on how much of a threat we are to Dixon, I'll just be quiet and let you look and see what's ahead of us now. Nebulous across the bridge. And dinos. Which just completely ignored us. Would have been really epic to take them on, but if you think that's the end of it, you're sadly wrong. Because eventually, if we come up, we'll go through our 5 stairways. And then we get ambushed again. Or not! Make me a liar, game.
If I remember right, I'm gonna have to kill those dinos in order to get him to appear.
Alright. Give us a moment. It's been a while, okay? Cut us some slack. These are Babel dinos. They are souped up versions of the ones we face in Magna Forest. They aren't too different as I face, but they do pack a hell of a lot of punches. For as long as you deal with them, the Nebulas and the Lysats, then you should be okay. The challenge isn't really with the enemies themselves, it's just with the numbers game. Things are stacking up now, and Sandra's throwing literally everything at us.
And AoEs will be really good here. And not getting knocked back.
Yep, like Ricky is close to doing. Thank God. Luckily Charlotte has a for the aggro, but Ricky does need to be a bit careful, especially with those Nebulas, because they still have an effect in which they can self-destruct and knock you back. And if you did that, well, I'm just gonna say right now, it's kind of game over for you. But as one wave ends, we have another one coming up. Surprise! We have Barbeo Bogs. Again, we saw these in the intro to Prison Island, and these are pretty much a holding pattern. They buff themselves up with a defense and with an offense, and as always, the strength is in their numbers, not really in what they can do. So, divide, conquer, or focus in, it's really up to you. Just don't get knocked back, because that's pretty much the big risk in what you're facing here.
And I like how you called the Lya a Lysat, which is actually an enemy in Xenoblade 2.
You can kind of guess what I'm thinking about lately. Xenoblade all the time, except not really. And as the chests continue to drop, we get a lot of good stuff for Charla. So we'll happily take that, and not to mention there is something that we need from Nebulas in particular, and thankfully we dropped it. Thank you, good sir. We will take that Gale element, and also the satellite shot.
I'm surprised we didn't get a vision for that.
Nope, but oh well. And unfortunately, Charlotte and Melia do not have good enough friendship levels. Oh, what a shame! What a shame. Now they should be appearing across the bridge. Oh no! Wait, here we go. You thought the waves were done? They're a bit slow, but here we are. Fiendish Auburn. These are souped-up versions of the yaks in which you face in Valak Mountain. Yes, I know they have an official name, but I refuse to call them anything but yaks. Signing off though, his talent art, which I should about, is Viola Break 6, which circles around you like with top of you in an instant. Other ones are Dog Howl, which gives him an awakened state, which gives him more levels, etc, etc. You know how it goes. Viola Voice, which gives him strength up and agility up. Ferocious Gore, which is pretty much a souped up version of Gore. Viola Rush, it's almost like he's Pokemon of some sort. A frontline attack, and finally a Dark Breath, which gives you strength down. I'm gonna tell you straight up, get used to seeing Dark Breath or dealing with it, because a lot of enemies in here, they have it. They just really like committing Aoife down.
When he increased his level, it looks like.
Yep, I know, that was Dark Howl, and that's his awakened state. This is the biggest threat you'll find on this bridge. That, plus being knocked off of the bridge, which you can technically do. Yep, and that's a talent art right there. Unfortunately, we don't have Shulk with the Monado boy, but we do have Shada, who's cooling down the bad time. Shada!
What are we going to do?
I get the feeling it's too late. Yep. Oh dear. Like I said, that tan art can be very, 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 very bad. Thanks, Ricky. I appreciate you, Ricky, but now things are going really, really bad. Ferocious gore is something you should definitely watch out for. Not to mention you get things like this in which you have bulky hitboxes as block you off for the enemies.
Yeah.
Even worse. I've had a playthrough in which they've used that little knockback move right before I've done everything, and then they just knock us off. Or you simply knock us off with their bodies. That has happened. So yeah, this is not good.
So good.
And they just run away as if nothing ever happened. Yeah, even when we're technically higher levels, they can still do a number on you.
And it put us all the way back there.
Yep, so just give us a moment and we will deal with it. This was just to show a little point in which I do not like about Prison Island. We mentioned it a little bit in the last episode, but I think this is kind of a poignant point to make. This place, I feel like for fast travel points and just making things more efficient, isn't really the best. It could do worse things, absolutely, but in terms of him walking through the stairs, or flying through the stairs more like, great, I guess Zanza made him a ghost.
And I'm gonna be really annoyed if we go back into this battle and he's not gonna do his talent art at all.
Yeah, he might not, but there is another point which I think you need to know, Alice.
What?
Because this technically counts as a fast travel. If you want that unique monster to pop up again, guys, you're gonna have to take care of entire waves again. Efficient in some ways, not really in other ways. So I just thought I wanted to make that point. So, in a nutshell, don't die! I just wanted to hit that failsafe and to show you how annoying it can be. So, give us a moment and we'll deal with the rest. Buddy? Where's your friends? Wait, what? Hey, where's your friends? You're meant to come with 2 others. Oh, there they are! What the hell happened? Oh, we're here now. Sorry, Frank. We just teleported in. You know, demon horses missing their mark.
Give up.
Cool. Let's keep.
As long as you have coverage for his talent art, you should be alright. Unfortunately though, he didn't drop any of the books we wanted. The things to drop our drive boost, starlight kick, shield bullet, and you can do it. And you can do it, we definitely did. And further on, upwards, my friends.
Yeah, Shulk's gonna be important in that battle.
It's almost like he's meant to be a thing or something. In this area, at least. So, I was getting a nice little collectible in the nook and the blue glow in this place, you don't say.
Where are we? What is this place? It looks like a cathedral. There's an altar over there.
These have scary faces.
We better take a look.
You see something, Shulk? This indentation. It looks like something should fit inside it.
Yep, Ricky feel like something here.
It's probably a way up to the top.
Could it really be that easy?
There's no use thinking about it. Let's search for whatever fits into the gap.
Sorry about the cut there, just realised there's something wrong with my audio. I heavily apologise for that. Something tells me based on that beautiful face that we were just looking at, it's no one for things to come. But anyway though, as we're going up, I just really want to take in the atmosphere of this place for a bit. So if we just have a look at the main hall. When you look at this place, you don't think, oh sure, this is the home of a god. You know, gods. Bright. Bright light and all things good. No, this is demonic, and this is put things on its head.
To me, this makes me feel it gives more of a Dixon aesthetic.
Maybe, but who opened Prison Island in the first place, and who made its home in the first place? Yep. Totally doesn't have a dark mindset. Anyway though, going forward, I'm gonna be quiet and I'm just gonna let you take in the atmosphere of what's ahead of us. Nothing but a dark bridge, enemies among us, from the spell on top. And just in case you need to know, we have a new enemy on our hands. And no, not a big boy that's flying up in the air. These are Gemren He-Gels. And not to be confused with Eggles. Very, very different.
It's him reincarnated.
Yeah, as a gargoyle, which is very, very, very awkward. And to be honest, it's kind of morbid with Zanza. Egil, you have been my adversary. You shall now be relegated to... oh no, a statue. They really can't do much because they're not the main attraction. This boy that's not being targeted right now is the big problem. Although I don't think it matters because Charla has put him to sleep. Thank you, Charla. Here we have Masterful Gigapur, a Lila unique monster, and this guy, he doesn't mess around. Guess what he has for a start? Darkness Breath. As always. As again, Ether down. His talent art, she's actually got more than one talent art, which is very special, dare I say, unique. So, Glorious Meteor 5 is the first one, and that simply is a multiplier hit 3 times, and it can daze you. Next up is Ice Meteor 3, which can cause chill. As I mentioned, Murmur of Darkness, which we saw from the other guys who are right next to you, staying for Cross Pierce. Tail Smash, which is a physical attack that can daze you. Tripping Rush, which can topple you. Freeze Breath, which can cause chill. And an Icy Shower, which is an AoE attack, which can give you chill. This has got to be the most universally dangerous unique monster we face so far. Every attack can either cause a debuff, or can cause pierce, or just give you a topple or daze. So I'd highly recommend you would have coverage for all 4 these things. It's like better to have a Shulk for his multiple talent evasions.
Wow.
Yeah.
This isn't going well.
I say on their own, the Eggils, gels can't be dangerous. What they can do is they can put you to sleep. Again, on their own, that's not a bad thing. But when that boy is hanging above you, which can chill you and cause other bad things to happen, yeah, I definitely recommend taking out the small nuisances first.
And since there's so many of them, it's like sleep, topple. They do it all in different increments, so you can't get up.
Yeah, guess what? Xan's not playing around. This is highly dangerous. So it would not be wise taking them lightly. But as we saw with Sharla just now, she can put the unique monster to sleep and the Eggils to I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep saying Eggils because they are just too close. But yeah, she can put them to sleep with Tranquilizer for Hypnotize from Melia. So that's a good coverage. Apart from that, this guy has beefy stats all around, and he pretty much is. He has a good defense to all physical attacks. So Melia, or however you need to use it here in general, is always good. Unfortunately though, since we have a Sharla here, headshots don't work. Because what does?
I don't think headshot works on any unique monsters.
It does. It's just that they are so few and far in between. We just have a lot of the debuff coverages, and you should be okay. Luckily though, these guys don't knock you back, so you can't go over the edge. And with that, we get gold chests galore, and I'll take what we can get. Unfortunately though, the game being jerkish, you can't get up there because
Imagine the gold chest falling up there.
because of Shulk's stubby little legs. But oh well. Moving on now. The art books this big boy can drop are as follows: Aura Bullet, Spear Blade, Heal Round, and Summon Flare. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of them. Thanks, game. Hopefully the Eggles will give us something. No, of course not. I guess though, moving on, so we go up to the inside of Prison Tower, and who'd have thought? The inside of it had a pool. I guess Zanza uses that for sparring. I don't know, I just really love the design of this tower, because it's just so demonic and just so ruinous that it just shows you a life before this, and just it makes you intrigued on how all this came to be. But as gathered collectibles, we're gonna be quiet, and we're just gonna let you take in the atmosphere of this. There's one more enemy type that we have yet to face, and it's appeared right before us. So, let's not waste any time, because I don't think it's gonna give us time. Like I mentioned on the bridge, Xander's bringing out all the big guns. I think we should bring out big guns and swords and shields and other pointy sticks of our own. And all this while a kick-ass soundtrack is going on in the background. This isn't the final battle, but this truly feels like it. And before we embrace the fight, we just want to take a look at this guy's design. Love it! I love his colours, I love the spikes on it, and I like how his head is literally on fire. Oh no, there's just something along with the building atmosphere. I just love it.
Dragons are always cool.
Indeed. JRPGs really specify it. Anyway though, boss fight to end all boss fights. Dragon King Alcar. You all know our names is not playing, but regardless, he is someone who's in our way. First off, warning, he does have a spike. Granted, it's not the biggest and dangerous spike that we've dealt with, but that's not his biggest worry that you need to worry about. Well, first off, he has a few arts, so let's go through them. Carapace tail topples you in the frontal arc, so have coverage for that. That is Ignis Breath. Yep, circle around and can cause blaze. Another one is Grey Fang. Basically, if he gets you toppled with his tail, the attack does double damage and has a possibility of killing you outright. So, lovely. And finally, his talent art, Bastille Sky 5, which is, it can knock you down. So basically, this guy's dangerous. But if you thought his attacks were so dangerous, his stats are off the charts, man. He has a lot of attack and a lot of coverage. How much health does he have? 350,000. So yeah, this guy is a bit of a beast. The beast to end all beasts. But anyway though, try to take a look at his design. I just gotta say, I just love it. Every aspect about it is so cool, and he fits in so well based on his color. He looks so demonic. And very fitting, and very fitting indeed. And let's just say, he's immune to headshots. And unless you have a chain attack going, he's not broken, toppled, or dazed in any way, shape, or form. But it's a dragon. Well, let's see if we can change that. Except we really can't because we don't have enough coverage for it. But hey, at least we prove the point. Unless you want to use the Monado and topple a mighty dragon. How anime do I need to sound?
Oh, I missed my cue.
What? Still be dazed briefly, but it doesn't last long. But with the power of the Monado, we've taken him down. And we got what we need. Fun little bit of trivia. He's a boss monster. He doesn't drop chests. But an unused piece of content was that he was originally planned to. He was originally planned to drop Alcar's Infernal Eye, which I can only assume would have been a collectible of some sort. But don't worry, I think I know why that was unused. But now it seems like an elevator's propped up. Let's see what's going on.
I can sense Dixon. We must be near the top. If we proceed from here, we will be unable to return. Are you ready to go on?
This is a point of no return, as Dunban said. Once you say yes, you can't come back. Any side quests you've got hanging around anywhere, or any grinding you want to do, you need to do it now. Otherwise, you're approaching endgame. What we're going to do is we're going to say no for now. But we do have a plan. So what we plan to do is there's still a lot of things to see, do, and experience with this game. And we don't feel right taking on the final boss without seeing all of it. Plus, we don't want to make this game seem like a cakewalk.
No, I need more time.
I understand. We'll be ready.
So we are going to end things off here, and what we're going to do is we are going to explain it next episode. But if you like this, guys, then be sure to like it. If you don't like it, then you know where to go. And if you want to subscribe to stay with us to the end of the adventure and see the end, then be sure to subscribe. And always, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time. Dixon, you're not be waiting much longer.